Well, hey there. How are you? Leslie here. Glad to see you today. Today we're going to talk about building that entry-level paralegal reputation and how I gave myself an incredible raise in the process. Okay. You all probably have heard the story I've told about moving to Florida from Oklahoma and struggling to land a job, but I did. And I learned how to do a cover letter the right way because 2 attorneys gave me clues into doing that and how to do it. And that's why I developed the cover letter secrets class. And then I also saw where I was lacking a bit in my legal knowledge and I needed to improve that, so I did. It's all about building your reputation, and it has to be strategic. So the areas of law that you're focusing on, you have to go drill down on Google and figure out what paralegals do. And you write all this down, everything you know how to do. You write it down in your notebook from all your skills in technology, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, but especially Microsoft Word. And along the way, you're building that reputation. You want to build it before you start sending off your resume and cover letters as far as what you know how to do in order to help the attorney. That's what we have to communicate. But once we're on the job, we have to start focusing even more intently on how are we going to build that reputation, build that career. You know, it's something I talk about all the time. Don't build a 9-to-5 job for somebody else. Build a career for yourself that you can take other places. Don't get comfortable ever in this career. Always bank on your knowledge, your skills, and write it down, keep it in a notebook, update it, keep this notebook private for you. Write down the names of some documents that you know how to draft once you're on the job. All along the way, you're building that reputation. In my legal break-in book on Amazon, I talk about the foundation skills. You want to build on top of that all along the way. So any legal knowledge you get or any other skills you learn, new software skills, new procedural skills, then you're adding that. Write it down in the notebook so you remind yourself how you are increasing your value, because there may come a time that you will leave that job. It may be after 1 year, maybe it'll be 5 years, but you will want to raise your salary up from your starting salary. I know I did. I was driving a very used old car, 40 miles one way, and I knew that I was just kind of playing with fire with that car, that eventually it was going to just, die on me. So I needed to find a way to increase my salary eventually. But I didn't have enough to trade off on. Well, when you build your reputation and you add skill sets, you add legal knowledge, you're increasing your value quotient, your value to future employers. But you have to write that down so that you can explain that in the future. In the first job, no one usually gives you a $5,000 raise, or a $10,000 raise. That just doesn't usually happen. They try to just keep up with maybe inflation now it's probably more like 2% raise, if that. And that does not equate to much when you take taxes out, and doesn't give you much of a bump in your salary, in your net salary. So it might look good on paper, but it really, after taxes, there's not much left over. So how do you do that? Well, it's all about your reputation that you're building and how you can trade off on that. And here's my story. When I moved to Florida, I worked in one law firm, moved to another one, and then I took a job with a law firm in northern Florida. And when raise time came after a year, there were only 2 of us, 2 paralegals in the whole firm. I was given just a mediocre raise, yet and they liked my work. I got a good review, but I worked for 3 full-time attorneys and 1 part-time. They were not very busy. I don't recommend working for more than 2, but they were not busy attorneys except for 1. And my favorite attorney left to go work for a government agency. And so I started to think, I think I have to protect my career because I was the sole support of my family at that point. And I'm going to apply for another job. And I went to a very prestigious law firm that was kind of a large size law firm. Not a global law firm, but a large law firm. And probably 20 attorneys in that law firm. And when I interviewed, I was determined I was going to give myself a big raise. And when I was asked what salary I was currently making, I said, instead of answering that question, I said, well, this is what I currently need and I actually bumped my current salary up in my law firm I was with by $7,000. And do I say that everybody can do that? No. But it was reasonable to expect to me that they would pay me based on my reputation and my legal knowledge, and I could bump it up given those facts, okay? So I just asked for it. I had to be brave and ask for it, and they bumped it up. You can't do that as a beginner, but when you write down everything you know and you start seeing that value increase, your knowledge is increasing, and you now know how some of these puzzle pieces fit together for your workplace, then you should be brave enough to ask for more in your next job. You won't get a raise like that in your current job usually. You have to move to another one. And so how you interview is very important, and how you communicate the value you are bringing to that workplace is everything, okay? So will everybody get a $7,000 raise? No, I'm telling you my personal story. I don't guarantee things like that, but you have to be brave enough to ask, because the only thing people can say is no. And when you are increasing your skill sets and knowledge by, vast amounts, by increments that are, over that first year, second year in your first job that have just increased exponentially, then yes, you should ask for more. If you have to move to another firm, so be it. Again, you're building a career, not a 9-to-5 job. Okay, so you want to be sure that you know how to build your cover letter, and I will put links below regarding the cover letter secrets class and the paralegal inner circle class. 2 separate classes. They're at 4th anniversary prices. I'm having a celebration right now, 4 years on YouTube and on Facebook with my group, my class, not my class, but my page. And I just want to celebrate and offer a very low price for both classes. It's my way of saying thank you. So come join us in these classes. This will help you in developing your cover letter, in cover letter secrets, and then get that legal knowledge that you did not obtain in a 2-year program or a certificate program, or you need to get that legal knowledge to get your foot in the door as a person who's not going to go online to school. That's perfectly okay. Remember, your state regulations for paralegals do not stipulate that you can only get in through, unless you've had schooling. It does not say that. It says, sometimes it'll say 2-year degree in your state, a certificate, or you get in an entry-level job and work for an attorney for X amount of years. That's what the regulations say for most states. So be sure that you're aware of what your state regulations are concerning who can call themselves a paralegal. Don't go by what other paralegals say or hearsay. Get the facts. That's what we do as paralegals, okay? Have a great day, and I will talk to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and look at the links in the description box. And I will talk to you later on this week. Take care. Bye-bye.